Let's get down with your funky self, people. What's happening, everybody? Once again, it's Sunday, 6 p.m. with your boy Onyx here at Going Full Nerd. Let me go ahead and fade that funky 1970s bad with your shut your mouth intro music on. And what's happening, everybody? It's me, your boy Onyx here at Going Full Nerd. As always, every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, I record my podcast live for the week. I mean, sometimes I may give you some a little extra. Sometimes I may drop a little something during the week. I'm hoping to do that a little bit more. But, you know, you get what you get. You guaranteed to get at least this every Sunday where you could join in, make your voice heard, get a holla holla shout out from your boy, plus kind of hear what I've been thinking about doing and going and all that good stuff, coming and going, moving and shaking, especially since tomorrow is Veterans Day and I get to relax. But hey, this is the deal. I didn't make it to the movies this week, but we always got to do something. We always got to talk about something, and I'm going to review something from a little Nerd Flicks and Chill. You remember I used to do that, little Nerd Flicks and Chill. But first, let's go ahead and start off with the administrative stuff that we always do. So if you're going to watch me here on YouTube, please make sure that you click the subscribe button and click the bell so you can get the notifications. Ding, ding, ding. That's youtube.com/Going Full Nerd. Also, you can check out the podcast on anchor.fm/Going Full Nerd. You can also check out the various Facebook groups. Look for Going Full Nerd. Please do not add any spaces. You can also listen to the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Yes, yes, yes. I did that. I got that out there. It is there. Plus, if you check out the ticket down below, you can also follow me for a little bit of spicy. I call it spicy. I think it's spicy. Your little spicy version of me, and that's Onyx, ONYXXX1969 on Twitter. I ain't going to say it's completely out of control, but I may say a couple of choice words or post a couple of things to make you think. May do that, may not. But hey, it's all good. So let's go, folks. Let's go, folks. Let's jump on it. Hey, because this is the deal. This is the deal. We're going to jump into this because I want to get back to doing a few things. It's a Sunday. I got a day off tomorrow. I kind of want to put down a few more of these beverages. And let me take a sip before we get started. Here we go. Yo, check this out, though. Netflix original content. I mean, it is doing its best to connect so many different kinds of audiences, especially since they don't have the content that they used to have. Or shall I say, they won't have the content that they used to have. I mean, with Disney's acquisition of Fox Entertainment, that took a lot of movies. And then everybody else from Warner Brothers to Universal to Paramount all decide that they want to snatch up all their content and start their own streaming services. Yes, they want to start and get their own streaming services. With that being said, putting that 2 cents out there, okay? They spending money. They spending mad money on original content. It doesn't matter what it is, from sci-fi to anime to comedy. It seems like everybody but Monique can get a comedy special on Netflix. Maybe I'll get a comedy special on Netflix or something, or get something where I highlight on Netflix one day. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Who you figure. But check this out. With this money they spending, I'm going to say they have amassed in this one movie the largest gathering of black talent since Harlem Knights. I mean, where else on one screen, one picture, you're going to find Eddie Murphy, Divine Joy Randolph, Keegan-Michael Key, Mike Epps, Craig Robinson, Tituss Burgess, Wesley Snipes, Snoop Dogg? Man, man, you got a lot. You got a lot. But does the movie Dolemite is my name? Dolemite is my name. Let me say it one more time for you. Dolemite is my name. Is it gonna be worth it? Now, shout out to my man Ernest. Shout out to my man Omar. Jumped in on the live chat. Talk about ain't nobody gonna pay for all those channels. Somebody gonna pay for all those channels. It may not be us, but somebody gonna pay for all those channels. We gonna find a way because this is the thing. Black entertainment. We gonna find a way to watch all this stuff for the lowest possible price. You know what I mean? You know, Netflix, they trying to crack down on people sharing passwords and all that good stuff. But you know, people gonna find a way. It's just like Jurassic Park. Life will find a way. Oh, but anyway, let's get back to it. Let me get down to this review. Let me get into character. See, I wore some of my old stuff. I ain't had a 1970 stuff. I'm going to leave that to you old cats. I ain't had no bell bottoms. I ain't had no big hat with the feather in it. I mean, I actually went like 80s with the, you know, but anyway, let's throw this down. Let me get it. Because everybody remembers this. Everybody remembers this. Where people go, it goes way down in the jungle deep. Badass lion stepped on a signified monkey's feet. Everybody remembers that one line. Everybody remembers that one line. That's the one Dolemite line. If you've never heard of Dolemite, you remember that one line. But I'm going to throw it out there. This movie, okay, pretty much this movie sets itself up. It is a biography for the famous, or shall I say, infamous Rudy Ray Moore. Okay, now for those of you who are not versed in who Rudy Ray Moore is, he is best known for that dirty humor. He is best known for that raunchy style of comedy back during the 70s, during the blaxploitation era, you know, of films. You know, when we had Shaft, Three the Hard Way, all that good stuff. Then you had the 8-track tapes. I'm not saying like I remember firsthand, but I mean, it is what it is. I know of this technology. But, you know, his style of comedy was heavily influenced by like Red Fox, you know, Richard Pryor. They all used to have these dirty cassettes and albums and stuff like that. And they be telling all these dirty jokes and all that good stuff. Stuff that I couldn't do if you paid me. I don't think I have it in me. I'd be too worried about stuff, you know. But anyway, now here we go. Let's drop this out there. Now, this is the deal. I'm gonna say I watched this movie. First, I watched the movie, and I kind of sat there like, yeah, okay, all right. And truthfully, I didn't even make it through the movie the first time I watched it. I kind of like halfway through it. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna get to it. But then I said to myself, you know what? I got to give this a shot. Eddie's in this movie. Eddie Murphy. You know, I'm old school. I've been around for a minute. Eddie Murphy. You know, I remember red leather suit. Eddie Murphy. I figured I heard Eddie cussing a little bit. This wasn't Disney Eddie. This wasn't Nutty Professor. This wasn't Daddy Daycare Eddie. This was almost, you know, raw Eddie. You know, this was almost Saturday Night Live type Eddie back in the day. So I said, well, you know what? Maybe I need to watch Dolemite, the OG movie. So I watched Dolemite, the movie that came out in 1975 with Rudy Ray Moore. And I watched it, and I sat and I watched it in its entirety. And then I said, okay, let me go back and watch Dolemite is my name. I said, you know, let me go back and watch it. Because I watched that movie, And by today's standards, that was a bad movie. Yo, Dolemite, I mean, I see better productions on YouTube, cut the yang, nowadays, all right? But I had to put myself back in that 1970s mindset. I had to get back in that 1970s way of thinking. And so I did that, came back, and then I was able to watch Dolemite is his name, is my name. And I was able to watch that a heck of a lot better. I was able to look at it and I was able to say, well, you know what? As a biographical pic depicting Rudy Ray Moore, depicting his life. I mean, obviously, I knew they took some liberties with this. Some of it fit, some of it didn't. Some of it made sense, some of it didn't. But I looked at it and I said, you know what? Okay, the first time I watched it, I expected so much more. But now that I watch it, now it's making sense and it's clicking together. I'm understanding the story. I'm understanding what they put together, how they put together, and why they put together. So check this out. A lot of people are going to look at this and they're going to expect so many more funny moments in this movie. I mean, with Snoop, Eddie, Mike Epps, Craig Robinson, you know, those dudes, them some hilarious dudes right there. Them some dudes that get your boy kind of laughing. I'm like, yeah, okay, okay, I'm with them. I can dig that. But this movie really didn't. It didn't really key in on them as comedians. This movie pretty much they dropped in and was like, yo, this is what we do. We're gonna actually be serious actors on not so serious movie. And I kind of looked at it, and I'll be honest, I really loved Wesley Snipes in it. Eddie Murphy was okay, but just to know what kind of foolishness went down back then with him trying to get his, get his rise to stardom, being funny, I was like, okay, okay, I could dig this a little bit. So, these guys play this semi serious. So let me just put it out there. This is not a bad overall story, okay? Dolemite is my name is not a bad story, okay? But unless you know the source material, unless you've listened to his comedy albums, unless you've watched, you really need to watch the movie Dolemite, made in 1975. Watch that movie. That's what's going to get you. Okay? All right? That's what's going to get you. It will make you understand everything dealing with this movie. Okay? And you'll appreciate how hard it was and how much hustle he had in getting this movie done back then. I mean, right now, any joker with a camera, a microphone, can get a broadcast. Heck, I'm sitting here talking to you now. Okay? But that's how that works. That's how that works. But go back to the 70s where if you had a little chocolate on your skin, you wasn't walking up into a movie studio getting stuff. You had to kind of get that hustle on. You was like, yo, can we do this? Let's do this. Can we do this? Let's do this. Maybe I got to do this. It wasn't all about the shucking and jiving, but this was the mindset of people back then. They wanted certain things. And Rudy Ray Moore, Dolemite, he was just an average dude playing out what he wanted to play out according to the way the Netflix movie went. Just throwing it out there. He said he would, not to spoil everything, but he was like, I need a movie and it has to have all the things I know I like. Bam. That's it. I like Kung Fu. I want Kung Fu in the movie. I want women. I gotta have women in the movie. I want naked women in the movie. That's how he was. That's what he did. And that's what he had. Okay? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm thinking about going back and watching a lot of 1970s old school black exploitation stuff. I mean, because people start tripping, but it's like everything has been so tamed over the years. Everybody was like surprised at Bill Cosby. All right, I'm not gonna. Hey, he in jail, man. He was slipping Mickeys. He was like, yeah, pudding pop, and doing his thing. But what I will say is if people looked at what he did back then, he wasn't Bill Cosby and the Cosby Kids dude back then. You go further back, he was like Three the Hard Way dude. He was making crazy movies, dirty jokes with Sidney Poitier back in the day. Keep it real. All right? Understand when you got stuff like, yes, Blackula. Yes, that was an old school big. Hey, they wanted to fight vampires. They wanted a black va- This was long before there was a blade, yo. Come on. Yo. So, it becomes, what did we do over the years? Yeah, we evolved over the years, but give me some, I'm reaching out to the audience here. Give me some 1970s black exploitation movies that you either remember or you had an idea and wanted to check out. I think I'm going to go find a bunch of them because they had all those common themes that the OG Dolemite movie had in it. Kung Fu, women, pimps, drugs, all of that. Big cars, all that. Suits, I might have to go get me a pink and purple suit with the feather in the cap. I might have to do that. This ain't Miami Vice where everybody was popping off those neon colors. No, this was bright, leather lined, smooth, silk skin with the fish inside your shoes stacks. That's what that was back in the day. But hey, I digress. Let's move on. Let's move on because it gets hot in my office and I got to cut this short. So let's check this out. So, like I said, what they went through back then makes the YouTube era look like a piece of cake. So check this out. I can't endorse this movie. Dolemite is my name. I can't endorse it as you got to break your neck to go see it. I can't do it. I can't do it. But it is something to pass your time away if you kicking out a nerd flicks and chill. Okay? Now, if you want to show this to a date, you want to be like, hey, baby, I got this movie. We're going to throw on some Netflix and chill. And we're going to hit that click. And then you put on Dolemite is in my name. Hey, that's on you, player. I neither condone nor endorse what may or may not happen to you if you put Dolemite is my name on as a nerd flicks and chill night. I'm just saying. But what I will give this movie, I have to give this movie 2 ratings. Okay, I'm gonna give this movie a rating before I rewatch the original, and I'm gonna give it a rating after I watch the original. Okay, before I watched the original, because it had slipped out of my mind. I did not know what I was looking for. I was totally confused. I was like a millennial at that moment. I was like, who is this? What is this? How is this? No, 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 no. And I would have gave it a 2 out of 5. But because my mind said, you know what? No, it's Eddie Murphy. Go look at the source. Go see what they trying to do. Go peep this out. Don't look at anybody else's stuff. Go look at your stuff. Go back to the OG Rudy Ray Moore movie. Bam! Went watch Dolemite 1975. Then watch that. Came back. Watch Dolemite is my name. Bam! Yo, it didn't move it much, but it moved it enough to make it a straight middle down the line. This is a 3 out of 5. Yes, this is something to watch on a lazy afternoon. Nothing you want to go ahead and cuddle up with, but it's something that, you could do what you got to do when you ain't got nothing else to do. I'll put it that way. I'm looking forward to Coming to America 2 with Eddie. If this was Eddie's, step back to being Eddie, I'm glad that we saw him, but they could have held off for Coming to America 2. We do it like that and we go at it there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? So just think about it like this. Yes, I'm going full nerd. I'm your boy Onyx. And I'm the one that killed Monday, whooped Tuesday, put Wednesday in the hospital, and called up Thursday to tell Friday not to bury Saturday on Sunday. Because at 6 p.m., you had to be right here, right now, watching me record this podcast. You liked that, didn't you? I know you did. So check this out. Let's go ahead and look. We said we got to get Son of Dolemite. Okay, I gotta go say now. Hold on, let me write some of this down. I need to go find Son of Dolemite. Okay, okay. What else I need to get, fellas? What else I need to get? That's on Mad TV, so that's a comedy. That must be Aries Spears doing this thing. All right, I gotta check that Son of Dolemite on Mad TV. Okay, I'm gonna hit YouTube and peep that one out and figure it out. Then I gotta watch Soul Vengeance. Okay, I ain't even gonna ask what's going on with that one. I mean, we all watch the classics, like I say, the Sidney Poitiers, the Bill Cosbys, Cooley High. We do all that stuff. But I want the stuff. Blackula. Okay, we got to get Blackula in there. I think we need to do some up-to-date modern reviews of these. All right? Yo, I'm glad. Yo, and here's the thing. Glad you chimed in, Thomas. And here's the thing. Watching it now is not to watch it to say, oh, this is good cinema. But to watch it now is to be like, damn, we come a long way. Human tornado. Let's see what that is. Okay. I got to look up all this stuff because I know the majority of my viewers are old as all get out. So some of you millennials that's watching this, y'all might not understand this. Y'all breathe easy. Y'all go and watch, y'all watch a few things. Now, I'd be remiss. Yeah, PD, yeah. So listen, check it out, guys. Here's the deal. I would be remiss if I did not bring up, as I'm talking about this, we lost a comedian, John Witherspoon. Everybody remembers Pops from Friday, Granddad from the Boondocks. Remember, you got to coordinate. Bang, 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 bang. Y'all remember him. Yo, it's sad. It's sad that, something happened. That's a young dude. I mean, I ain't getting no younger. I ain't getting no older. Or at least I'm trying not to get older. But, it is what it is. But, hey, enjoy the movies, enjoy the stuff. I can't wait to see. Hopefully they could get stuff straight, get another Friday out there, pay homage to my man. I can't wait to see. They were talking about the Boondocks was coming back to HBO. So I know that would be a little bit of problem. And I think, if they got the Boondocks coming back and, I don't think they made it into they were in pre-production, but I don't think they were in production yet. So I don't know how that's going to work without John Witherspoon. I know his son does a very good impression of his dad. So maybe they can hire him so they could get that going and, the whole thing, because that dynamic inside Boondocks with, Huey, Riley, and Granddad, that's a beast. Speaking of Boondocks, if you go on Google, and I don't know if they fixed this yet, but go on Google and search Boondocks characters, and you will see how somebody, or maybe Google, is trolling Kanye West. They have his picture up with the Boondocks characters as Uncle Ruckus. I'm going to leave that there. That's hilarious. And anyway, hey, thank you guys for joining. Let me record my podcast, throwing a little bit out. Please remember, send me your notes on Twitter. Send me the stuff. Go and watch some good comedies. Watch some good shows. Give me some recommendations. Send them my way. And peace. Y'all, I'm out of here. Let me hit that 1970s music and we could do that since we got that theme. So let me do my Onyx is my name.